The following presentation was created in partnership with ScholarOne Manuscripts. Building reports with ScholarOne Manuscripts. We will be looking at how to build and save the following reports: time from submission to first decision for externally reviewed papers, time from submission to first decision for non-externally reviewed papers, time from submission to final decision for non-externally reviewed papers, time from submission to final decision for externally reviewed papers. Next, we're going to learn how to run and export reports into Excel, modify the reports in Excel, create a chart in Excel, how to access reports for future use, best practices for running reports in Cognos. Let's take a look at our first report, time from submission to first decision for externally reviewed papers. From the Reports section of the Admin Dashboard, go to the Peer Review Details Reports section and the Build Your Own Reports package, Peer Review Details Reports. This will take you into the Query Studio portion of Cognos. You will need the following data elements from your data tree. Under Submissions, you're going to need manuscript type, submission year, number of manuscripts. And under Version History, you're going to need days between original submission and original decision. Next, you will need to group the information. You'll find the Group option in the Change Layout section of your menu. To make submission year your first column of data, click on the Submission Year column, then choose the option to group. This will make submission year your first column. Select manuscript type to group again. This is going to help keep things from being repeated in your report. Adding filters to your report is next. Under the Filters and Calculated Fields area, we're going to go into the Filter on Manuscript Status section and choose Include Only Original Submissions. And under Filter on Submission Date, we're going to choose Filter on Submission Year Range. You will see a window appear at the bottom of your screen, letting you know that you're combining filters. Click OK to complete the process. You will see the filter icons and the filters you've chosen appear across the top of your report. Next, you're going to create a custom filter. To do this, you're going to go to the Peer Review Information section of your data elements and locate Number of Reviews Completed. You'll right-click on Number of Reviews Completed to find Filter for Report. Clicking on Filter for Report is going to allow you to create your custom filter. To create the custom filter, you'll be setting a range from 1 to the highest value, and then click OK. The window will appear to combine filters, and you'll see your new option appear. Click OK to complete the process. You will now see your new filter added to the listing of filters at the top of your report. Next, you'll need to actually summarize the number of days between original submission and original decision. Right-click on the column to see the Summarize option. At the bottom of the screen is where you'll see the option to summarize your data. Choose the Median option and click OK. Right-click again on Number of Days between Original Submission and Original Decision and choose Format Data. In Format Data, you're going to change the category to number, and in number, change the number of decimal places to 1 and click OK. Double-click on the title so that you can put in the name of your report and then click OK. In the menu, go to Manage File, select Save As to type in the new report name and click OK again. Using the report that you just created, you're going to make just a few small changes and create the next report, Time from Submission to First Decision, for non-externally reviewed papers. The first thing you'll need to do is right-click on the filter Number of Reviews Completed greater or equal to 1 and find Edit. Clicking on Edit will bring up the ability to change the filter. This time you're going to have the range set from 0 to 0 and click OK. You will now see that your filter has been updated and says Number Reviews Completed 0. Double-click on the title to change the title for non-externally reviewed papers and click OK. Back at Manage File, select Save As again, change the name, and click OK. Using the report you just created, you're going to make a couple of changes to create the next report, Submission to Final Decision, for non-externally reviewed papers. First, right-click Include Only Original Submissions filter and choose Delete. Next, right-click Number of Days Between Original Submission and Original Decision and choose Delete. In the data tree, go to Version History and double-click Number of Days Between Original Submission and Final Decision. This is going to add the column to the end of the report. You will need to right-click and choose Cut to move the column. Right-click on Number of Manuscripts and choose Paste. This will move the Number of Days column into the correct location. Right-click on the Number of Days column, choose Summarize, change the summary to median, and click OK. Right-click again to format the data, change the decimal places to 1, and click OK. Double-click the title to change the title and click OK. In Manage File, choose Save As, rename the report, and click OK. We are now up to your last report, Time from Submission to Final Decision for externally reviewed papers, and have just one minor thing to change. Right-click on the Number of Reviews Completed 0 and choose Edit. Change the From and To sections from 1 to the highest value and click OK. Double-click the title to edit the title and go to Manage File, Save As, and Rename. You are now ready to run and export reports into Excel. You can choose to run your report from various locations. Run once with all data in the lower right. Run all data from Run Report in the menu option, and the play button at the top of the screen. Once you have chosen to run the data, you will be prompted to put in a submission year and click OK. Your report results will then appear on screen. To export the report into Excel, in the menu under Run Report, choose View in Excel 2007 format. This will open a window prompting you to open the report. Click OK. The report will now be available in Excel for you to edit. We will now take a look at how to modify reports in Excel. The first thing you'll need to do is click on the Enable Editing option that appears at the top of the screen. Right-click on the blank corner between row 1 and column A to highlight the table. Right-click again and choose Format Cells. Click on the Alignment tab, and under the Alignment tab, find the Text Control option, Merge Cells. You will need to double-click the Merge Cells option until it appears blank. You'll then click OK at the bottom of the screen. Highlight the first 3 rows and right-click to delete. This will allow just the columns of data to appear. Click on column C to highlight. Then, click on the Data option at the top of the screen. Select the Filter option at the top of the screen, and once you click the filter, you will have an arrow drop-down selection on column C. Now you're going to filter on color so that you can see just the totals for each manuscript type. Next, you're going to create a chart for your report in Excel. The chart that you will be creating will look similar to the example shown here. First, at the top of each section of submission year, type in the submission year. Then, delete the bottom section and add sum of all article types into the blank spaces in manuscript type. Highlight a submission year section, then right-click to change the format. Select Format Cells. From Format Cells, you're going to choose to merge the cells together for that specific year, and then click OK. After you have highlighted and merged each submission year section, you are next going to go in and highlight the entire report and choose Insert at the top of the screen. From here, you'll look for the section that's called Recommended Charts. In the window that appears to create the chart, select All Charts to see the listing of all types available. Choose the chart type of bar, and then choose Clustered Bar and click OK. To add the values into your report from your table, you're going to need to right-click on a red bar and choose Add Data Labels. You'll then also choose the blue bar and right-click and choose Add Data Labels. Double-click on the chart area so that you can see the option to change colors at the top of the screen. You will now have a finished report that you can save. Now that you have all these wonderful reports, let's look at how to access those reports for future use. At the bottom of the Report section is a link called Public Folders, My Folders, Custom Reports, and Role Reports. Clicking on this link will take you out to the Public Folders and My Folders section of the Cognos reporting system. You can run reports by clicking on the name. You can also move reports into the public folder for others to use. Just check the box in front of the name of the report and then click the Copy link, which appears in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Once you have made a copy of your reports, select in the public folders the folder you'd like to put your reports into. Select the Paste option, which is located in the upper right. Your reports will now appear in the public folder you have selected. Whether you're running standard reports or creating custom reports like we've done today, there are a few best practices we do recommend. First, we always recommend the Firefox browser. The Firefox browser will allow you to have the action to edit reports that you've created in Query Studio. Also, remember to log out whenever you're finished running a report to avoid any authentication issues. The log off option is always located after your name. Thank you for watching.